Hey everybody, it's Keith with the L1 Automotive Training Channel, and in today's video we actually have a tool repair. Kind of interesting. This is a Gen 1 MDI. This is from a local diesel shop. They do a lot of work. I've actually repaired their, this is a factory one. This is not a clone or anything. This is a real MDI. They just dropped it off. Somebody goobered the USB port pretty hardcore. The pins are in. I'll try to see if I can get a picture of that for you. I don't think it'll zoom in on here to look. I think I have to get too close for it to focus. Yeah, too much. Anyways, I'll get some under the microscope pictures for you of this. I've fixed their star scan before. I fixed a VCM1 for them, their DRB3. So now they've brought their MDI 1 in with the USB port all janked. So we will get that fixed up for them. I actually stocked USB ports for these because I used to have to repair mine often. So we'll get rocking and rolling on that. We'll get this fixed, and then we will show you the results. So let's get it tore apart. I actually started taking the Allen keys out the back of it, and then I realized I should probably record this. So pull the end caps off here. Let's see if the batteries are, it's got some AAAs in it. We'll pop those out. No corrosion in there. That's good. We'll set those off to the side. All our Allen. That. Go ahead and pull the wireless card out. The part you heard that fell down is the reset button. Oh, there it is. That goes in the housing like that, so we'll set that over out of the way. Running out of desk space, folks. All right, so we'll get oh, I was wrong. There's a little bit of corrosion on this here. Not bad. Looks like everything's in pretty good shape. So just so you guys know, if you run into these and you're not sure if like they're factory or if they're clones, typically the board work is not good. The tape is not the foiled tape style. A lot of the chip names are ground off of there. The word Vitronics is typically spelled wrong. It's right here on the board. What are the other things I always notice on the fake ones? I don't remember. That's all I remember. Oh, and the inside of the housing usually isn't this off color. It's almost all the blue pigment. And then, of course, typically on the front of them, let me hold the button so I don't drop it, this is a sticker instead of made on here like this. I've also seen where multiple diagnostic interface is spelled wrong. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, so we got the board here. The USB port goes right here. We'll get some, I'll move some stuff here and we'll get it under the microscope, and then you'll be able to see what we're dealing with here. All right. Whoop, wrong one. Hey, that was actually lined up pretty good. I just need to focus it in. There we go. And you can kind of see what's up. Someone's replaced this before. It doesn't look like it's bad work by any means. I don't know if I can get a picture of the failure here. Maybe I'll take a, what I'll do is, here's what I'll do. I'll get the port off. Oh, that's fun. I'll get the port off there, and then we will, I'll show it to you once I have it off the board. So let's go here. Let's do that. So let me grab some solder wick out of my drawer here. Where's all my solder wick at? Did I put it back in the wrong drawer? Sure enough. All right. So usually what I like to do is put a little liquid flux on there. Makes everything come apart a little nicer. So in an attempt to kind of help you guys learn at the same time, I'll get my little pointer here. It's actually a pair of tweezers. This solder joint and this solder joint are little legs that stick through that are soldered on. They're just anchor points. Typically you can purchase these and they have 4 solder points built on the actual port itself, and that's fine. You can just cut the back 2 off of yours. That's usually what I do. Most of the ones you find will have 4 of these. This particular board design only has 2. So hopefully that's all that's wrong is this, but the port is super janked. I will show you what's going on once we get there. So let me get, whoop. So basically got our Heiko station here. It's the 888 Delta, pretty venerable unit. Just replaced the tip like 2 days ago. And my good solder is out in the shop. I've got some smaller diameter stuff than what I normally use here. But that's fine, we're doing a USB port, so it'll be okay. Let me get the tape off of it. We'll tin the tip a little bit more, and then we'll get rocking and rolling on this thing. And typically I'll use solder wick on anything with smaller delicate pads like this, just because it's less likely to damage the pad on the circuit board. Some pretty well used up solder wick there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use the solder sucker. So we'll switch over where you can probably see a little bit of what's going on. I'm going to put a slight amount of pressure between the board and the anchors. And by slight, I mean I'm going to heat up this spot on the board and literally just boop, pop off both sides. All right, so the housing came off, the empty housing. All right, so the easy way to do this is to take some solder and ball up all the solder on there. And then as you warm all those up, literally what happened with enough flux, you see that it didn't spread everywhere, but this tip had it all heated up. The end, if I can get it back under here, literally just fell off. And you can see that's where all of it was all tied together. But the part that was sticking through, that's what the end looked like. So let me put this hot soldering iron out of my hand and I will see if I can show you. That is what the inside of the USB port looked like when it was dropped off. Like, here's the housing. I'll put the two pieces back together. Apologize for the view. But essentially, that's what was dropped off. I was like, nice! We can replace that. So, let me get one here out of the drawer. See if I also have a different style. This has the two legs at the front, one of which I'm grabbing, and then it's got one additional anchor leg here and an additional anchor leg here. So that one and that one have to be cut off for it to fit on the circuit board. So what we do is we just cut it off flush. These are just anchor legs. These are not connectors. These are not pins that go into the board. Okay, now before we do anything, we get back to the board area. And we got to get all that solder out of there. So we go back to our wick, which is a little laying right next to it here. More. Little fuzzy. There we go. All right. So after much debacle and cleaning, we are going to take the new port, which, by the way, appears to not have any damage internal to it. We're going to take it from this side. Focus. Push it in. We're gonna flip it and make sure we push ends all the way in. So this is a side profile. Let's see if I can adjust that. So that's pushed in. Flip it over on the bottom side. That's pushed in. It's flush, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and our solder, and we're going to go ahead and solder right here on the corners to anchor them. Let me see here. Make it a little easier to see. Ooh, that's an ugly one. That might have been a little much. There we go. Let's put a little more liquid flux on here. We'll clean that up when we're done, no worries. So we'll just let that there we go. And now we'll do each pin. Okay, so we'll go one there, one there, one there, there, and there. Looks like we got enough on there. Let me clean up this excess flux that's on here. Take a little alcohol. All right, then we'll take some hot air. And we'll blow it on there just to get all the alcohol off and dried up. All right, let's get it over to the laptop and get some testing on it and make sure that it's good, and we can send it out with a good cable too. All right, now that we got that done, we still don't know if there's any damage to the actual board or not, but we're gonna go ahead and put it back together to be safe. All right, we got the power board in. Got the logic board piece in. Those halves, we got the wireless board. Get that put on. And we'll get the OBD2 cable put on. Piece in. Once that's all put back together, we'll get the Go diag box up. We'll get that plugged into there. We'll get some B+ power to it. Looks like we got a green light. That's good. Hopefully a beep here in a second. Oh, we got a beep. Plug the USB cable in. We hear a bunk bunk. That's good. So far, so good. We'll look at the screen here. And with any luck, it'll detect an MDI. USB configuration and process. Successful. All right, so we win. It's all connected. There's no update. And we can page it. We're all done. All right, guys, so that was a quick repair on an MDI-1. Looks like she's all good to go. We'll send her out and make sure he knows to use a different USB cord. All right, thanks. We'll see you guys next time.